If him and I were arm wrestling in a garage and no one would ever see it, super easy. He'd come in here, we'd arm wrestle, shake hands, have beers. If he smoked me, I smoked him, and we'd go back and tell our stories like Paul Bunyan. Super easy. The pressure the internet puts on you when they're making GIFs, memes, you're on someone's highlight reel. Forever. I could look at something 5 years from now and be on this dude's highlight reel getting smashed. I got my kids at home watching it. I got my family at home watching it. You feel like you're letting people down, and you put this big, and we've had recent encounters where the East has met the West, and the East has been dominating the West. So this whole idea that they're superior to us has been wrong unless I prove that there's a hope. So now it's riding on me. So there's a lot of pressures outside of just the him and I sport. And when you start looking at those pressures, you start looking more at how you're being perceived as opposed to what the objective is. So that's a mind fuck. And when you look at things from like kind of like a in-depth standpoint, that's a tough nut to crack. Social media is a beast. In social media, you could be really happy with who you are. And then if you stay on social media long enough, you'll question that. You can be happy with your life. You can be happy with how you look. You can be happy with your everything. If you stay on social media long enough, you'll start to question that. And then you'll start to find yourself, I don't care who you are. People say, oh, why do you care what people think? Everyone cares what people think. We had a president that was going on Twitter arguing with regular people, which was amazing. Like, that's awesome. You could argue with the president on Twitter. But the thing is the people I think who act like they're bulletproof are the most susceptible because they're trying to like put a facade up, right? But when you're on social media and you know, there's all like, you can easily get clouded with, and I do it because I start thinking of, okay, here's the potential loss. What's that going to mean to me implication wise? People are going to be shredding me. People are going to be thrashing me. And imagine having to worry about what I got to play now psychologist to all these unknown factors and worry about what people are going to say whilst trying to win a match against a world level guy. It's a real shitstorm you can find yourself in. And you know, I'm not above it. I'm in my 40s, and I can get caught up in the same traps that 15-year-old high school kids get trapped in.
But Rob, you've almost, in the last 6, 12 months or whatever it is, you've almost opened yourself up to more of that with the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're your own worst enemy again there.
No. You know, because I don't think I've opened myself up to it. I think I've always been open to it. What I did was I gave myself a platform to rebuttal. So I caught a lot of negativity in a lot of ways, and there were a lot of opinions floating around out there that I never had the chance to rebuttal. So what I could do was sit in front of a camera like this, and I could just grind and give my piece, and it was out there to the universe. So regardless of the opinion, I didn't sit silent. And while I don't like some of it, I don't shy from it either, because it's going to be out there. I could be quiet, it's going to be out there. I could be hiding under a rock, it's going to be out there. I could be a fucking Amish working at a church, they're going to bang on me. Because if you're in a spot, a position where you're doing good or whatever, people want to chop you down. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, I want to be heard, and I have stances that I won't falter on. I'm not afraid. I won't falter from what I believe to make people like me. I won't give them that. I never will. So I opened myself up, but I don't think so. I think I gave myself more of a platform to be heard.
Subscribe, like, share, and hit that notifications button.